Imagine waking up every day crushed under the weight of outdated expectations. You're surrounded by noise, well-meaning advice, tired cliches, hollow promises of growth that never feel real. The market makes chaos feel normal, but deep down you know it's not supposed to be this way. Investors playing safe, clinging to formulas, blindly chasing trends that numb rather than ignite. You watch capital freeze in fear while real opportunity slips through your fingers. The pain of watching potential wasted. The frustration of seeing innovation crushed by bureaucracy and conformity. The endless cycle of compromise that leaves you burned out, disconnected from what you truly want to create. It feels like your fire is suffocating under the weight of rules you never agreed to. Rules designed to corral risk, to tame ambition, to standardize the extraordinary until it's just average. You sense the world waiting for something else, something more, but no one speaks of it openly. You're not alone in this silent struggle. Millions of investors, founders, leaders wrestle with the same feeling of being trapped in a system that no longer serves the spark of true capitalism. But here's the thing. Capitalism, in its purest form, has the power to set you free. It's not the cold mechanical beast people make it out to be. It's a living, breathing force created by the ambition, courage, and vision of individuals who refuse to settle. When investors rediscover the true spirit of capitalism, they don't just put money into projects, they ignite revolutions. They don't follow market trends, they create them. They don't wait for permission, they lead a new era. This rediscovery is a rebirth, a radical break from the tired scripts we've been handed. It's about reclaiming capitalism as a tool to unleash human potential, not suppress it. It's about breaking free from mediocrity, leaving comfort zones that breed sameness and settling for nothing less than the extraordinary. The first secret? Embrace the discomfort. The moment you stop craving certainty and start embracing chaos is the moment you become dangerous, in the best way possible. Uncertainty is not the enemy. It's the playground of the brave. When investors hesitate, risk evaporates. When they act boldly, they create new worlds. Don't mistake volatility for danger. Volatility is the pulse of opportunity. Behind every market tremor is a chance untouched, waiting for the courageous to claim it. This is not about reckless gambles. It's about smart, relentless bets made with a mindset anchored in long-term vision. Patience is the investor's secret weapon. Those who play the long game build legacies. Those who demand instant returns join the noise and lose in the flood. Be patient. Cultivate the ability to see beyond the horizon and understand that true transformation takes time. The second secret? Build connections that matter, not the surface-level networking, but real, gritty, raw collaboration between those who burn as fiercely as you do. The world has plenty of followers. What it desperately lacks is a network of misaligned brilliance, a place where the rare meet and light each other on fire. Capitalism thrives on connection, on combining unique brilliance into unstoppable forces. Stop wasting energy chasing the many. Focus on the few who get it, who push boundaries, who aren't interested in safety but in creating the unimaginable. Align tightly with those who reject the system's illusions and dare to forge what's next. This is how exponential value is built, through fierce partnership, trust, and radical honesty. Don't settle for comfort in the crowd. Find your kindred spirits. Together, you become more than individual investors. You become a movement. Third secret? Be mercilessly sovereign over your decisions. The greatest prisoners aren't held behind bars. They wear them invisibly, made of other people's expectations, shallow comforts, and convenient excuses. True investors don't get swayed by the noise. They embody freedom through discipline. Your will is your weapon. Mastering your impulses, mastering fear, mastering the endless distractions that seek to derail you. That's what sets the great apart. Every dollar you invest, every alliance you form, every opportunity you chase is a deliberate strike against complacency. Don't bow to what the world tells you should be done. Question every assumption ruthlessly, not just for the sake of argument, but to uncover hidden paths others miss. The market is a mirror reflecting what you bring to it. Bring clarity, bring focus, bring fire. Fourth secret? Understand that capitalism is about creating real value, not chasing empty metrics. Forget the vanity numbers, the clicks, the shares, the superficial signs of success. Real capitalism means building something that changes lives, something that lasts. Investors must become guardians of innovation, patrons of groundbreaking ideas that defy the status quo, not opportunists waiting for the next quick flip. The world is crying out for leaders who think beyond profit margins and quarterly reports. The best investors ignite industries. They back rebels and visionaries. They fuel what is real and transformative. In practical terms, this means trusting founders who challenge norms, investing in technologies that redefine problems instead of patching old ones, embracing business models that prioritize human progress alongside financial return. The most powerful returns aren't just about money. They're about disrupting stagnation and propelling society forward. Fifth secret, let go of the illusion of control. The system tries to sell control as power, but control is a cage. To rediscover capitalism's spirit, one must embrace adaptability. Markets shift, technologies evolve, public opinion changes like the wind. An investor who clings to rigid plans gets left behind. Instead, cultivate a mindset that welcomes change, that sees failure not as defeat but as vital information. Radical humility is power. The willingness to say, "I don't know everything, and I will pivot," is what separates the average from the exceptional. Capitalism's greatest fuel is innovation born from trial, adjustment, and relentless evolution. Stay hungry for learning, for listening, for rethinking. This is your edge. And here's why this matters more than ever. The world still claims to believe in freedom, yet it packages it as comfort and conformity. The marketplace celebrates mediocrity while silencing radical ideas. Bureaucracy and consensus strangle individuality with invisible chains. Investors, founders, and leaders are caught in this web, fighting a war on two fronts, pushing innovations forward while battling a system that distrusts the exceptional. This exhaustion, this frustration, is the battleground where the future will be won or lost. But there is a way out, if enough of you gather courage, sharpen your minds, and unite in purpose. Remember that capitalism in the hands of empowered individuals is the greatest liberation for humanity. It's the key that unlocks infinite potential because it prizes the daring, rewards the creative, and punishes stagnation. It is the fuel for the few who refuse to accept the world as it is, and instead commit to shaping it what it could be. You are those few. You are the investors, founders, leaders, who will not settle, will not be silenced, will not play a small game. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for the system to change. Build new networks, make bold bets, question everything, and most importantly, align with those who share your fire. Capitalism is waiting for you to bring it back to life, to make it a force that serves brilliance, ingenuity, and freedom. This is the moment when the few must rise, rediscover the spirit that made the world move forward, and set it on fire again. Because when investors awaken to this spirit, they don't just chase profits, they burn down old structures, build new realities, and unleash the future. So unleash that restless beast inside. Stop being afraid of breaking the mold. Stop seeking approval from a system built to limit you. Dig deeper than surface trends. Find the rare opportunities hiding in plain sight, the founders who smash the usual script, the ideas that challenge everything. Use your capital not as a cage, but as wings. Build a network where brilliance meets brilliance, where the misunderstood become powerful, not through conformity but through radical connection. Be ruthless. Be patient. Be bold. Be sovereign. This is the true revolution, the spirit of capitalism reborn through the courage of the few who dare to become more. The fire inside you is stronger than the noise outside. Feed it. Trust it. Let it guide your every move because capitalism's future depends on you, on your hunger, your courage, your refusal to accept the ordinary. This is your call to rise, to rediscover the spirit that makes investors real creators, game changers, the architects of a freer, richer, more daring world. It's time. The future can't wait.